Welcome back, everybody.
To what?
Oh, our channel.
All right. So what are we doing this week?
Well, I found a little, I think it's 10-inch compo baby from
A what?
Composition. Sorry about that. Composition baby online. And as I worked on this doll, I really think it's from the late 20s.
Have you ever heard of TMI?
What's TMI?
Too much information. They want to get to the video.
I'm not good at that.
No, she's not.
I always give too much information.
I think we should just get to the video. It's a beautiful little, almost antique composition.
I think it's in
baby
the
doll.
late 20s.
So let's go see her.
Yes. Well, isn't she a little sweetheart from heaven here?
And she is.
She's gorgeous. And she's compo. And I would think...
Compo, for those
composition.
who are not doll collectors, is composition.
And that means pressed wood.
Mm-hmm.
That has been sealed after they've molded it. And then they put a seal. Then they paint it.
Okay. So what are we going to do
Well,
to Little Miss?
Well, her age is important. Well, we estimate her age to be in the late 20s, early 30s. She is in pretty good condition. She has grazing, and she needs to be restrung.
Well, I would say without a leg, she definitely needs to be restrung. Oh, and an arm?
And an arm.
Does anything else come apart?
Well, what happened when I looked at her, she does not have an articulated head. She's one piece, torso and head. So how she was done was she's strung from here to here and from here to here. And
that's different.
It is for us. And I'm going to do that today. I'm going to restring her.
And what else are you going to do with her?
Well, I'm going to clean her. You're
going to clean compo?
Yeah, we're going to clean composition. You don't use water on composition. People will never use water on composition. I beg, I plead, don't use water on composition. It's wood, and it will destroy composition. So we're going to use a hand cleaner on her and see how it works.
Because you've never used it before.
I haven't used it on compo before because I've never really had a doll that needed cleaning that bad that was compo. But we're going to try it on her.
Okay.
She has future things that we'll fix. Crack here. And I want you to see her fingers, everyone. Do you see that her fingers are missing on this hand? But we can sculpt these. And my daughter, who's filming, can sculpt these. But that is not going to be in this tutorial. And we will give her new fingers, and they will look the same.
They'll be sculpted out of paper clay.
Right. And some of this will be repaired with wood.
Wood filler.
Yeah, wood filler. But we're not going to do much to her face.
Nope, she's got an adorable face.
Her face is too gorgeous to do anything with. She has a little missing piece here, which will be painted in. I'm going to enhance her lips. The whites of her eyes will be complete as they are over here. But we are not touching any of this beautiful doll. You can see that she's still attached one arm to one leg. And just by a nail only. And that tells me she's probably more in the 20s, but I can't really say for sure because the workmanship is really old, older than compositions that I have seen in the early 30s. So I also want you to see if you can see that there's a nail sticking through right there. Can anybody see that? I'm just going to do this with my clippers and take it off. And then I will take my diamond nail file.
And be very careful.
Probably put some tape around it so that if I tip it a little one way or tip it a little the other, I'll take some blue tape that you'd use for painting or green tape, whichever. And then I will file that down so I don't get cut off. So I want to clean the inside of her. If I was doing all the other kinds of dolls that we do, like hard plastic or vinyl or rubber or anything, I would use different things. Hydrogen peroxide, definitely for hard plastic. Water or soap and water for other things like vinyls and stuff. But she's compo, and this is a hand cleaner. And we're not using Gojo, but it's similar to Gojo. And I just want to see how dirty she is. This is not going to hurt her composition at all, but it will tell me, since I already got a bug fall out of her, how dirty she is. This is D&L Permatex. It's a hand cleaner. It has aloe and contains lanolin.
It's a petroleum product.
It's a petroleum product, and you can use like oils on your furniture, and woods need to be revitalized. A petroleum product won't hurt a wood product.
And that's why it's not going to hurt her where water would?
Oh, geez, don't we use water, please? I can see how dirty she is. Here we go. So I'm just going to keep getting more dirt, more dirt, more dirt, more dirt, more dirt.
No.
Until I get her clean. Well, we tried to get up into her head, but of course that's a long way. And with the shape of a human face, it's just, these don't bend. So this is what I got from her head. I'm sure there's a lot more. And this is what I got from her body. So I'm done cleaning her on the inside. Now we're going to just try cleaning her on the outside and see if she's dirty.
So you just put a tiny bit of that hand cleaner on a rag.
Very soft rag. And thin, because you want to be able to... wood needs to be moisturized, and oil's the way you do it. And so does your furniture, and so does, tack for animals, bridles, saddles.
So you're just going to do that all over her, right?
Right. And I don't seem to be getting any dirt. That would be showing up on the cloth. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because the parts will be happier for it. Even though it is paint. There are sections that are missing that, well, it will go in and treat them. It's a good, it revitalizes wood. So here we go. We did all her limbs. And boy, did her limbs like it. They were very happy. And so when you come to places that there are chipping, I want to do it, but I don't want to pull with a cloth and remove any more top color.
And what about her face?
Well, I don't know about if that's the original paint or not. I don't know. So I don't know what I'm dealing with as far as paint goes on her eyes. This seems to be original. I think her coloring on her face is original. That's my opinion, but I wouldn't take it to the bank. Opinions are exactly that. I'm treating a little boo-boo. So let's just use her lips for an example. Doesn't seem to be taking the paint off. Oh, I know she's really dirty up there. It doesn't seem to be coming off. I'll have to use a Q-tip up there. Yeah, am I avoiding her eyes? I just don't want to take off any paint. And so, okay. I just don't want to. I don't want to do it. I'm just afraid. Because I don't know what kind of paint it is. So I took a Q-tip over her eyes and where I put a little bit of this, and it did not remove. Oh, look at that. Because it would have showed on the Q-tip. But I can't get in with my cloth 2 cracks and crevices, as you see on the top of her head. And you see there is a little dirt. But you could also see it with your eyes that there was a little dirt. So not surprised by that at all. Because if somebody did try and clean her, if they didn't use a Q-tip and just wiped her down, then all these little cracks and crevices, see the dirt? All the cracks and crevices would have never received any cleaning. So you need to take a Q-tip. Just remember, folks, your doll needs cleaning inside as well as outside. This is the dirt from her head, which was where she had the molded hair. And that's because somebody surface cleaned her sometime at some point. Now, I have not wiped off the hand stuff. You can see a little bit of it right here, the shiny. But you can see that it has been absorbed. Totally absorbed. Look, I have not, you saw me put the goop all over her. And you can't see it because it was absorbed into the doll.
Okay.
Because it needed it. So we know that it isn't going to hurt. And it didn't hurt the paint either because I did that and there was no paint on it. So we're good to string her. Hi everyone. After filming this video, I tried the hand cleaner on another composition baby doll from the same era. I found that the paint on this other doll was affected by letting the hand cleaner sit on it for a bit. The doll's fine now and it worked well on the inside of this doll. Actually, it worked perfectly on the inside. Perhaps she was repainted with an acrylic paint or maybe instead of an oil base. I just don't know. My suggestion is to try this hand cleaner on an area that isn't visible first to see if the paint on your doll is affected by the hand cleaner sitting on it for a while. I would still recommend this cleaner to wipe on and off the dirt, but not to let it sit on the doll's paint unless you know it won't be affected by it. The other doll I tried this cleaner on is in the pictures. I just love this doll. At the end of this video, she is in the baby carriage. She's so adorable. I hope you enjoy it. Well, I had to spread this a little bit, this hook. It would be an S hook on most dolls, like hard plastic or vinyl or whatever, S hooks. And this is just a nail. And I had to spread it because it was sharp on the end. And that's why I really think it's from the 20s. Anyway, to get this rubber band on it, wanted to chew it up and spit it out. So I had to open the hook to let the rubber band in, and then I had to close the hook again.
And I will put a link in the description at where we get our rubber bands.
I'm pretty particular about the rubber bands I use. People do use cording. I use these bands in a different way than I think that anybody uses.
And there's a tutorial on the channel that will show how she strings a hard plastic doll.
Right, and then you'll have some idea. Only this isn't a hard plastic doll. This is a composition doll and strung in an entirely different way. I want you to look in there and see that I keep that rubber band straight.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to use my teeth now. Which leg goes to which? Oh, there you go.
Well, she had to open up the little hook on the end of the leg so they could go through the rubber band.
Actually, it's a nail. And then so I can get my hook off, my stringing apparatus, I run a skewer through, and then I gently remove the little bugger. Now, what I'm going to have to do here, so I don't roll the rubber band, is get my fingers under it. Sometimes I put a little olive oil on the wood. See, it wants to roll it. I don't want it to roll. I'm just particular that way. It's not rolled. Can anybody see that it's not rolled?
It's not rolled.
Okay.
Let's do the other one.
So what I'm going to try to do, which I've never done a dowel crisscross before. So you're seeing me learn as I go. Where's my other rubber band? Okay. This is sharp on the end. So I'm taking my little nippers. Where are they? Because I don't want to bleed. It's not that it's really not sharp now, but it's not a point. Thank goodness. I want to be careful about bending it too because it's so old, and they don't want to bend it. All right, so here I'm going to put my rubber band on, and hope that this nail, which is what all it is a nail, is going to be a little kinder than the last one. And so where am I at? All right, I'm going to put that in there. And what I want to do is go between. So you have the light of the film and I need the light as well. So I'm going to come out here, grab this little thing, try to get back inside and not lose. Don't you do that to me. It wants to come off. I want to tighten it, but I'm sorry I'm not using a better pair of pliers, but it's the only ones I can grab right now. I use this for other kinds of work than this. But that's what I had at my reach. Okay. So I'm going to go in and try and get this hook of mine to come be. So can you see that rubber band?
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring it through. Again. You'd think you'd learn, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know, honey.
I got to open this up a little bit. Or it won't go on. Okay. I don't want it that. I'm scared to really do this. For fear of breaking the composition. It's so old. All right. Now, let's see if we can get this leg on.
Normally, I would be helping.
She can't.
But I'm holding a camera.
Where's my skewer? This one must have the olive oil on it because it was trying to roll it. I don't want it to roll. There, now I can speak again.
And you're too high.
Of course I'm too high. I work and I forget there's a camera there. All right, there we go. Now, as we did before, I got to get my fingers in there. Can I move your arm a little bit, sweetheart? There we go. Because I don't want my band to roll. And you're trying to roll on me. Don't roll. It already rolled once. Go back. No. So then I have to lift up and wiggle. I have to put more oil on these guys. These skewers. And there we are. We are now strung. Well, she looks better than she did a little bit ago.
I think she does. And looks like we have some new clothes for her.
Yes, I will put a little elastic through here. But that still fits her anyway. But I would like it to fit her a little tighter.
So where do we get the clothes? Because I know they aren't what she came in.
Would you folks like to know where they came from? We'll let you read it for yourself.
We don't throw anything away. Yeah, that's tie. It's tie. Yeah.
My mother collected tie by the, I can't tell you by the, and
no, by the
tub.
Yes.
After tub.
Yes.
After tub.
Those wonderful plastic tubs that you can store things in. Well, yeah, they stored a lot.
She did. And she wrapped them each in tissue paper. And so we were able to, before COVID, when they accepted stuffed animals for the elderly and for the children that were scared when they would come into the hospital. We donated. They were in absolutely excellent condition because they had never been played with. We
Those are the Beanie Babies, but this is actually.
Oh no, I did some of the dolls.
You did?
Yeah.
Well,
Dartmouth got them.
So that's what this is. This is a little dress that would have been on a Thai person.
And the reason I kept them is the dolls already had clothes on that I had donated. And I know that dolls come into our lives unexpectedly all the time. And so I thought, I'm not going to get rid of these. There is, they're not going to give children, clothes to put on their dolls. The dolls are to ease their anxiety and for the old people to calm
While
them.
she's putting on that last shoe, I hope everybody has enjoyed watching this beautiful little doll get cleaned and be restrung, and now she's all put back together. I think after the video, though, we're going to put some beautiful new ribbons on her braids.
Yes, she'll get actual ribbons and not yarn. And we will, in the future, she'll
have a few more touch-ups
and repairs on her fingers. But that's for another time.
So I want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching our videos, and welcome to those if this is the first video you've ever watched. If you're enjoying our video, then maybe you'd like to subscribe. And we would definitely like a like if you liked it. And I don't know, honey, what else do you want to say?
Well, this is new, by the way.
What is?
Just remember.
Oh, that's new?
Yeah, because I'm remembering it myself.
Oh, okay. You remembered it. I didn't have to tell you. Okay, go ahead.
Just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.
She's a sweetie.
She's beautiful, I think.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.